I appreciate you probably don't know me at all because some of you I've never met. I only meet you on this online. See how well you know me. Use always, sometimes, often, rarely, never to guess how often I do something. Okay? And they're going to be used one time, one time, one time, one time, and one time. Okay? So, see how well you know me. Use always, sometimes, often, rarely, never to guess how often I do something. Okay, so how often do I drink cola? How often do I drink cola? How often do I go jogging? And how often do I go hiking? And I mean hiking up a mountain like Dobongsan and Soyosan. Okay? And how often do I live in Wijambu? And how often do I drink tea? So please use these, okay? Use always, sometimes, often, rarely, and never. And there's one adverb of frequency used one time each. How often do I drink cola? How often do I go jogging? How often do I go hiking? How often do I live in Wijambu? And how often do I drink tea? Use your adverbs of frequency to guess about Jamie. And do it now, please. How often does Jamie drink cola? How often does Jamie go jogging? How often does Jamie go hiking? How often does Jamie live in Wijambu? And how often does he drink tea? Let's have a look. Okay, so did you guess them correctly? Last time, drink cola, go jogging, go hiking, live in Wijambu and drink tea. And did you guess them correctly? Let's have a look. Okay, so here you go. Have a look at them. I never drink cola. I can't stand Coca-Cola. I never drink cola. I don't like it. Okay, I never drink cola. I often go jogging. I will be going jogging about 3 or 4 times this week. I rarely go hiking. I actually went hiking in Dobongsan Mountain about 1 month ago, but I've only been maybe 1 time a year. Okay, I rarely go hiking. I always live in Wijambu. I've lived in Wijambu for 12 years. And I sometimes drink tea maybe 5 times a year. Okay, so there they are, have a look. I never drink cola, which might surprise you. I often go jogging. I rarely go hiking. And I always live in Wijambu. And I sometimes drink tea. So have a quick look at them, please, and see if you've got them correct. Okay, so here it is. Probably the time you've been waiting for. So here we go, okay students. I will now read. I'm just going to make sure I'm tucked in. I will now read Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is pages 37 to 40, hopefully. Yep, we've got it. Badger has doubts. And remember, this is on the LMS system. So, okay students, it's not Unit 4, it's Unit 6. Okay students, I will now read Fantastic Mr. Fox, pages 37 to 40, and the quiz must be completed on the 27th of May between 11 AM to 12 PM. If it is not submitted to the LMS system before 12 PM, you'll be marked absent. Good luck, and I deliberately don't make this quiz difficult, okay? So please understand, I don't want to mark you absent, okay? I actually want you all to get very high points. It's no problem this semester, because I'm going to give everybody whatever grade they get. So if you get an A plus, I will give you an A plus. If you get an A minus, I will give you an A minus, no problem. Okay, so, okay students, I will now read Fantastic Mr. Fox, pages 37 to 40, and the quiz must be completed on the 27th of May 2020 between 11 AM to 12 PM. And if it is not submitted to the LMS system before 12 PM, you'll be marked absent. Good luck. I deliberately don't make this quiz difficult. Have a look at that 1 minute before I start, please. So here we go. As you know, every week I just read 4 pages. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if you're trying to study ahead, so 37 to 40 this week, so next week 41, 42, 43, 44. And the next week 45, 46, 47, 48. Simple. The next 4 pages every time. If you're trying to study in front, and please remember I've put the PDF onto the LMS system. Okay, so last time, I'll now read Fantastic Mr. Fox, pages 37 to 40, and the quiz was completed on 27th of May 2020 between 11 AM to 12 PM, and if it's not submitted to the LMS system before 12 PM, you'll be marked absent. Good luck. I deliberately don't make this quiz difficult, okay? I'm not making it difficult. I never do, guys. This is a basic level English, and I will teach at the basic level. Okay, so I'm just warming up. I get a bit stiff sometimes, okay? So Badger has doubts. Here we go. Just one more visit, cried Mr. Fox, and I bet I know where that'll be, said the only small fox now left. He was the smallest of them all. Where? Asked Badger. Well, said the smallest fox, we've been to Boggies and we've been to Bunce, but we haven't been to Bean. It must be Bean. You are right, said Mr. Fox, but what you don't know is which part of Bean's place we're about to visit. Which? They both said together. Ah, said Mr. Fox. Just you wait and see. They were digging as they talked. The tunnel was going forward fast. Suddenly, Badger said, doesn't this worry you just a tiny bit, Foxy? Worry me? Said Mr. Fox. What's all this stealing? Mr. Fox stopped digging and stared at Badger as though he had gone completely dotty. My dear old fairy frump, he said, do you know anywhere in the whole world who wouldn't swap a few chickens if his children were starving to death? There was a short silence while Badger thought deeply about this. You are far too respectable, said Mr. Fox. There's nothing wrong with being respectable, Badger said. Look, said Mr. Fox, Boggies and Bunce and Bean are out to kill us. You realise that, I hope? I do, Foxy, I do indeed, said the gentle Badger. But we're not going to stoop to their level. We don't want to kill them. I should hope not indeed, said Badger. We wouldn't dream of it, said Mr. Fox. We shall simply take a little food here and there to keep us and our families alive. Right, I suppose we'll have to, said Badger. If they want to be horrible, let them, said Mr. Fox. We down here are decent people-loving people. Badger laid his head on one side and smiled at Mr. Fox. Foxy, he said, I love you. Thank you, said Mr. Fox, and now let's get on with the digging. 5 minutes later, Bodger's front paws hits against something flat and hard. What on earth is this? He said. It looks like a solid stone wall. He and Mr. Fox scraped away the soil. It was a wall, but it was built of bricks, not stones. The wall was right in front of them, blocking their way. Now, who in the world would build a wall under the ground? Asked Badger. Very simple, said Mr. Fox. It's the wall of an underground room, and if I am not mistaken, it is exactly what I'm looking for. Bean's secret cider cellar. Mr. Fox examined the wall carefully. He saw that the cement between the bricks was old and crumbly, so he loosened the brick without too much trouble and pulled it away. Suddenly, out from the hole where the brick had been, there popped a small face with whiskers. Go away, it snapped. You can't come in here, it's private. Good Lord, said Badger, it's Rat. You saucy beast, said Mr. Fox. I should have guessed we'd find you down here somewhere. Go away, Sweet Face. Sweet Rat, go on, beat it. This is my private pitch. Shut up, said Mr. Fox. I will not shut up, Sweet Rat. This is my place. I got here first. Mr. Fox gave a brilliant smile.